You know that dream system we all have in our heads, the one that's lightning fast, practically free to run, has zero bugs, and can scale to the moon overnight. It's the ultimate goal, right? Well,
Here's the reality check. You can't have it all. It's that classic engineering problem. You can have it fast, you can have it cheap, or you can have it good, but you only get to pick two. This fundamental choice, this conflict right here, is at the absolute core of building anything that works in the real world.
and that leads us to a really uncomfortable truth, which is our big idea for today. Every single design decision you make is a sacrifice. Every time you choose to gain something in one area, you are, by definition, giving something up in another.
So this whole approach has a name: trade-off thinking. And it's not about trying to find that one perfect, magical solution that does everything. No, it's the very deliberate, very conscious art of choosing what you're willing to sacrifice to get what you actually need.
And believe me, these trade-offs are absolutely everywhere. You want to build a system that's incredibly fast? Well, that's probably going to drive up your costs. You'll need better hardware, maybe more complex engineering. Or what if you need your data to be perfectly, totally consistent everywhere? You might have to sacrifice a little bit of availability, maybe locking things down for a split second. The point is, you just don't get to win all of them. You have to choose which battle you're okay with losing.
Okay, let's make this super real with an example that I guarantee you've all experienced. Just picture the last time you were in a Google Doc with a bunch of people, all typing at the same time.
The engineers at Google face this exact trade-off. See, if they had gone for strict consistency, meaning every single letter you type has to be perfectly synced on everyone else's screen before the next letter can appear, the whole thing would be an unusable, laggy mess. So what do? They chose availability. Yeah, you might see someone's text pop in a millisecond late, but the document never ever freezes up. That right there, that's trade-off thinking in action.
And this leads to a pretty huge realization, a question that trips up a lot of developers early on. If everything is a trade-off, does that mean there's actually no such thing as a single best architecture? Bingo, that's exactly right. It's all about context. Take monoliths versus microservices. A monolith? So simple to get started with and manage, but you can hit scaling limits pretty hard. Microservices, on the other hand, can scale like crazy, but man, the complexity can just explode. Neither one is better, one is just better for a specific situation. And once you really get that, it changes the entire game. The true mark of an expert, the real flex, isn't building the most complicated, over-engineered thing. It's being able to stand there and confidently explain the sacrifice you made, and more importantly, why you made it.
This is how senior engineers and architects think and talk. They don't try to sell you on a perfect solution. Instead, they state their priorities clearly. Things like, we chose simplicity over massive scale because our main goal is to ship this thing next month. That is the language of intentional design.
And really, it all boils down to this one powerful idea. If you've built something, but you can't actually explain what you gave up to get there, you didn't really design it, you just assembled it. True design is the act of making a conscious, deliberate choice. So, we've established that making a good trade-off is the core of good design. But you know what's even worse than making a bad trade-off? It's building a system that assumes nothing will ever change. So next time, we're going to dig into why systems don't fail because they're imperfect. They fail because they can't adapt to a world that's constantly changing.